before we go into this.
I predict a good game. That's what I'm predicting here. Let's see if we lost the underdog can take it to Liquid Citadel in this rematch here in the
imagine if imagine if we lost gets an upset, chat. What are your guys' thoughts? Liquid Citadel not making it to the grand finals and we lost, which is an MRC team actually beating partner teams. That would be insane, bro. Insane. I think Team Liquid Citadel would probably win this, though. And then we're going to get a rematch of the insane game yesterday between Swamp Gaming and Team Liquid Citadel, which was also a, I think it went to a match 5.
It can mess with Brawl. It can fit into every single comp. Goodbye.
And Jeff with the save.
You know, they're saving Kendrick right now with that Jeff.
Yeah, good call out. It was all about Kendrick because Kendrick did play the Jeff really well on this map. Didn't play a lot of Jeff yesterday. It was more on the Fox and the Strange, but this is the Jeff map for Kendrick in general. Zaytech's not going to have options for the Elsa. That's been their game plan a lot, Shib, is protect the duelists and allow them to pop off. I actually like this a bit better because we've seen that.
Why don't they play in the most recent patch / season? Because it really doesn't make any sense for a team to be practicing for weeks and weeks and weeks up until a point where, like, their first games were on Thursday. Friday is the patch. Why would you switch the whole thing that they've been practicing on for a new patch? Like, they didn't practice.
Yeah, they've done their homework. They're trying to find a way through it because they definitely messed with them yesterday.
It would be
incredibly
kind of a dick move to tell them, hey, you know what, we're playing for $50,000, but guess what, we're changing everything, new patch.
Moving forward, and I think we lost is kind of taking a page a bit from that book. But we're going to see the save for Nero as well on that White Fox. Nero's been disgusting on that hero in terms of finals and damage as well.
Yeah, just has been a hero that has been an anchor for a team. If it pops off, something like Amazing yesterday on Sentinels showed the same. It's like, man, you can get just crazy value from our newest strategists. And also the ultimate, being able to fall there, right, and have ults wasted on you, but then you come back with the team ship. I think that's so underrated that you don't, die and fall after that ultimate. And it's kind of a second life, second chance thing, as Star-Lord going to be banned. So this is the target energy ban, if you will, Shib. They're getting rid of at least 2 of the options that he showed.
Target energy.
Yeah,
I don't think you can target energy out, bro. Energy plays too many characters to target ban, bro.
I was wondering if the Van Pool might have been a better go, but to try to ban out. But what do I know? Because these teams clearly have their strategy in mind. As we see the lock of Van Pool from
Oceana is a little too late for me, man. I do NA and EMEA.
The dual pool.
And Tomato, appreciate myself tier 1 sub. If I watched Oceana or China or Asia, bro, I would be 24 stream dying.
Season, the week 1-2. You did not see Jitward play Deadpool in Domination. Mask has kind of tried to pick up that role and pick up the Deadpool mask, if you will. But yesterday, we finally saw that flexibility option come into play. Cart ready to go. The Hulk still online and active as well, showing that Liquid does not fear what might come from the player that does so much. But yeah, on the other side, there it is, the Doctor Strange ban. And I've been loving this more and more, Jib, right? Because it says, hey, you're going to play perfect, and if you don't, you're going to lose.
Yeah, not only is that the case, but it also just stops Kendrick from being a raid boss on Strange.
Can someone tell me why Terra is EU? Terra did not like how 100 Thieves didn't pay him year-round, so he left the team and went to go to Navi, which is a team that wanted to pick him up, and they also pay yearly, so probably just for money and I guess a better team.
We're seeing more and more of that.
I mean, these guys, this is their lives, Chad. This is how they get paid, so.
And it's the Doctor Strange portal. So
I mean, which makes sense. He went to Navi. He's living in, what do you call it? God, I'm blanking on his name. We just saw him.
With the Jet, very favorable, and probably the one they want to play the most out of the 3, if I'm being honest.
God, chat, what's his name? Trust Me. He's living in Trust Me's attic. Well, not living in Trust Me's attic, but he's staying with Trust Me.
And get rid of that early, but Zaytech's already getting some heat.
Yeah, Sparchy.
Okay, let's get this.
On the outside, Jitward almost caught out, but good movement there to dodge that in that moment. Sparchief playing behind now, sees the chase, tries to get on that. Look at all this dive potential coming in immediately from We Lost. Xantho gets that first pick, and wow, make it a 2-piece now.
Yo! We Lost is actually the... Oh, bro.
They do not care about the meta. They don't care about expectations, non-stop aggression. That's how they want. They thrive in the chaos, and this is what what I love, Shib. They're going to bring all of it right here, right now. I said yesterday, guys, any day, any team can win. I know what we've seen in the past, but do not doubt it. And if they can get this domination win, Shib, that would give them so much momentum to push forward and try to steal an upset. Energy, though, has always flexed over to this Winter Soldier against this team to stop the aggression and the dive.
Yeah, Spark Chief, good play there. Finds one, make it two. Cooper now onto Jitward, trying to play off that back line, but it won't last long. Goodbye as Mask falls there. Xantho as well, and the immediate retake from Team Liquid
if
Citadel.
YWL wins this and Team Liquid Citadel loses, this will be the biggest upset. I think this will be a bigger upset than Na'Vi beating Virtus Pro, dude.
The cap, but Spark Chief's there. Played a great job as well, and same result as last time. Yeah, we lost, took the point first, but it's how fast Liquid Citadel can adjust under pressure. That is something other teams don't have, especially when playing these young guns that are so aggressive. Energy obviously being the big leader of it. The voltage comes out and again is ready to fire off as that Kraken impact. He knows he's thirsty to start getting that elim feed firing off.
Yeah, it's one of those answers we've seen from Liquid Citadel. Against, yeah, we lost. Nero finds one onto Xantho. Jitward trades that onto Cooper. Strat for a strat, but why not more as Mask is able to take out
remember,
Energy. Starts up with that crack.
I don't know if you guys were here yesterday or when the caster said it.
Cart with a huge shutdown here.
But you guys got to remember, yeah, we lost. The reason I really like them is because they do thrive with chaos, but they did say no team would scrim them because of how unorthodox their gameplay is, or their picks. But they made it to what? Even if they lose this, they're third place out of 8 teams. So that's crazy, bro.
Good job rotating out, not over committing. They get together all as one mass, though dangerously low, throws on the banhammer. There's gonna be no follow-up with that ship. I don't know if I like that. With Zatex falling, that's gonna be a wipe.
Yeah, I love that early portal. As long as you're using some sort of strat alt to stall, you guarantee your team gets there. Spidery able to find Kendrick now, make it a 2-piece. Spidery's on the chase, showing that he can play whatever as well. Energy trying to find a pull on the. Ooh, goodbye. Chipper just deleted there. On the side of Energy once more. Cart on the back line, which is pretty much home for him at this point. Zatex now finds Cooper. Yeah, we lost up numbers, but not for long again. Energy with the answer onto Cart. 95% in climbing here for TLC.
Man, Chip, we've talked about it so much. How many teams can keep calm during the storm? And it only takes one, and it's Energy. I mean, this Bucky's the perfect hero to be that anchor and just, hey, get rid of all the chaos.
Better play Bucky now, because once that season 7.5 happens, chat. I don't know, man. Wait, Jitward got the Captain America off the map and fell off the map himself as Spider-Man. Bro!
But Energy, oh my God.
Oh, Energy, though.
That lost yesterday, Shib.
Yo, what's up, Dad? How you doing? What's up, Papa Jay3?
Does have that Kraken impact already available. What a around the corner, and Kraken goes up, but that one's just going to be.
Oh, nice use of the ult to not go and be aggressive, but he used it to be a little, you know, safe with it, be a little passive, go to your supports, get a little healing. Good.
TLC, get map 1.
What's really crazy to me to watch about these professional games is watching, because I think Liquid Citadel should have lost that point, but they turned lost fights around while still holding the point, and they win. I don't know how they do it. It's crazy to me, but it's really smart. You don't want to lose the point, because if you flip the point, then you're losing that percentage, chat. You guys, you got to remember, it's all about that objective. It's an objective-based game.
They just weren't able to get.
Yo, what's up, Dad? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well.
Portal. You know, we call it. It was the portal with the energy picks that was the main issue.
100% right. Yeah, with the idea there was, all right, they had Paulie and Spark Chief up. They had about 75% HP. Spark Chief pops alt, and I'm sure in comp says, commit portal, trust me.
Hope you're having a great day,
there,
Dad.
Dancing with Spark Chief, making sure they play around that overhealth. They avoid the butterfly because of it, the cutterfly, if you will. Stay on, everyone's back on point, and at that point, they own it. And that's why stall and cap are so strong in this meta, where, yeah, we lost aren't really as committed to the stall because a lot of the commitment is on that dive.
It's not an objective-based game. It's a game of vibes and 1v6ing and one trick. Oh, yeah.
There's so much rivals 4 days in, but this is going to be it on the top seed for month. Plus, so lock in zone number 2, ready to go. Watch out for this Xantho ult, and we'll see if they can combine that with the card.
Who's winning? First game, Dad. So far, Liquid Citadel.
Look at all 4 Qs pressed. If they don't come out with the win here, it is lots thrown at them, Shib. Oh, man, that was a lot of commitment, but it looks like they are going to be able to get the points.
A Wonderway for 29 months. Appreciate it. Quiet Rocket for 62 months.
Yeah, and you see Jitward on that dual pool now, leveled up a little bit here.
I will say this, and I will continue to say this, chat. I don't like White Fox's ultimate ability. Her kit is fun, yes, but White Fox ultimate ability, if they had another defensive ult right there, they would have lived. I don't like White Fox's ult. I think it's useless.
Clearly has been working. Shout out Energy making that pick work in this meta because we really don't see a lot of it. Pauly with the pick there onto Jitward, and once again, this retake less than 30% a second time in a row.
Bro, I always laugh because people.
Well, the fact that I think pros use White Fox in the tournament because she has a good team up ability with Luna, and you know, the charm ability can cancel ults. Plus, she has a lot of survivability. She has that teleport. She's very versatile. But her ult, I just don't like her ult. Her neutral is really good. I just don't like her ult. Which makes sense. If her ult was better, she would be broken. Right? Like, you can't have a character be too broken.
Again, but this time from Mask. Trying to make something happen with the Freedom Charge. Kendrick's on top of it, able to make something. That's a first pick here for the side of we lost. But again, 3 ults are out. Energy gets one onto Kendrick. Is there going to be an again with this Kraken impact up in the sky? Bang, comes down. Will there be the pick, though? Mask able to drop away. And about 30% HP, avoiding it by about 15 energy.
Oh!
Somebody is finding 3 now.
Oh my god! Oh my god, bro!
Doing a great job, Shib, of getting those backline hits.
Yo, Energy looking like me out there on Bucky chat, right? True.
Like, you can have one, but I'll survive the
This is where you guys say true.
Speeder does have the devil to let out here, and if you look at what they had to stop it, not much. If you Liquid,
what do you mean? What do you mean false, bro?
Right now, I think he's gonna let the devil out any moment.
Who do you guys think taught Energy how to play Bucky, bro?
Trying to get that back.
It's your boy, the bald one.
Spark Chief took him down.
Yeah, good work there, Speeder. He's able to take out Xantho on the high side, looking for another pick onto Jitward, who I do not believe is ult available. No, does not. And that's going to be the pick. Bang, as Speeder finds a second. Look how dominant on that DD. See it once more. Not matched at the moment, but is available. Cooper finds Kendrick. And wow, I mean, this hold from Team Liquid Citadel, they're just unbreakable. An actual Citadel just, you know, taking it to him at this point as Pauly finds one more.
Yeah, reading them like a court case. This is flashbacks to
reading them like a court case.
First of all, you got the recipe of how, you know, we lost plays in these domination matches. And TLC, you don't like them when they're angry. And getting down here in the lower, they are angry. There's a sliver of time left on the overtime clock. Both go down in Shib. That was a speed run masterclass. Liquid Citadel taking map 1.
Yo,
Fortress tested, and the Fortress has been proven. This Citadel looks unstoppable.
I think we might get to the grand finals pretty quick, chat. If every game looks like this one, I think we might get to the finals pretty quickly.
Because the idea is they want to force out some of those ults, you know, especially on map 2 there. Let them use whatever. Give them the point. You know what we can do. We just won't commit anything. We'll come back and win fight 2 and never give it up after that. And it was just an absolute masterclass. You can see the stats now.
Yeah, they just overreact to point being taken, right? Like
Energy is 26-3, Pauly is 23-1.
You know what? It's like let them have it, and then
Speedery 24-3. Here, I'll go over here.
16K to boot, and Zaytex again.
I think Zaytex. Zaytex, Cart. I think they're hard carries.
Get them on, you know, heating up. They're on fire. But until then,
Zaytex,
some ice that definitely needs.
I don't know who he was before this tournament, but he is a disgusting player.
I promise you, it'll be at the Museum of Contemplation. There's no doubt about it, folks. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we will be back.
Oh, we're going on a break, chat. Going on a break. Okay, listen. Just to be transparent with you guys, because you know I love being transparent with you guys. Listen. When they go on breaks, you will probably see an ad. I do that so I can prevent Twitch from running their own ads in the middle of the game so you guys can watch the game, okay? When you guys are not missing anything. You guys are missing them trying to tell you guys to buy skins. Okay? Listen, you're not missing anything, bro. I'm just sitting here looking at chat like this. Hey. At least I'm not one of those streamers who runs the ads in the middle of a game, okay? So you guys miss the action. Listen. I feel like I am very transparent and fair. Listen, be like Sanju, W ads. Or, let me tell you guys something about Amazon Prime. Do you guys have Amazon Prime where you get something to your favorite streamer for free every 30 days? Or Twitch Turbo. Or go to my YouTube. My YouTube doesn't have ads. My YouTube is popping off. We have 2,000 people over there. No, don't say boo, bro. Don't say, how are my own subs saying boo to ads, bro. I will turn on ads for subs too. I remember Flats did that for an April Fool's prank, bro. Yo, Kim Pipshi with the massive 5 gifted subs. Absolutely crazy. And also Rianu Keys with the massive prime sub. Appreciate it, appreciate it. What? Fraud 3? Hey, I think I am fair. Liquidpedia already has YWL in 3rd place. There's no way they do that. There's no way. Oh my god. The game isn't even over yet, and they put Yeah We Lost in 3rd place, bro. Oh my... That is disrespectful. Bro, that is disrespectful. They lost only 1 match. They can still win. They can still win.
Welcome back, everyone. Zoe here. Joined
that is crazy.
And to absolutely no one's surprise, Liquid Citadel is up 1-0. With the caveat that, you know, like, this is Yeah We Lost worst map type, so we can...
Yo,
like
anonymous gifter with the 20 gifted subs. Absolutely insane. Branch fan with the massive 300 bits and Joe Jaw. Appreciate the massive prime sub.
You know, Shiv and I, we casted a Jay3.
Absolutely insane. I don't know who anonymous gifter is, but you are too kind. You are too kind. Wait, I just got...
Spider-Man would be to ban. You have to stop the thing that is absolutely...
Why did Twitch just charge me $80?
It's got to be the Bucky for energy because, yeah, all that CC,
Emily?
all that stuff is quite literally putting a wall, the Citadel Fortress on their momentum.
Yeah, I think it's a shout out to Marvel Rivals as a whole, right? Because some teams get afraid, as you see. Good call there, Museum of Contemplation. Had no doubt about that.
They mentioned us?
But, you know, teams are scared. Teams
Citadel Fortress on their momentum. CC, all that stuff is... It's got to be the Bucky for energy because, yeah, your strategy. And right now, Ship, it's that was going, Shiv and I, we casted a J3 community class, shout out to that. There was a Spider-Man that was going crazy, and even as unorthodox
hey! The Spider-Man was actually Wada. I remember that.
Maybe we shouldn't run it, and I don't want to lose with that, but when it comes to the team,
I remember the Spider-Man was actually Wada, chat.
And they pull it out, and they look dominant doing it.
Yeah, and this is pretty much the pick that threw Yeah We Lost off their game already the last time
hey,
they met in the
J3,
semifinals, right? It was energy and that bucket coming at. We were like, well,
Sweet bands.
okay,
Appreciate the massive prime sub. Who's J3?
Well,
The bald guy. Also, yeah, everyone's probably back from the ads, but chat, listen, gotta run the ads in the middle of the game so you don't, I mean, in the after the game so you don't get them in the middle of the games.
Just in this playoff,
Twitch has to run ads, bro.
Yeah, it's great to see that.
It also funds my hair transplant, so please bear with me here. I have to fix my shit. Please.
That's rough.
You guys just don't understand. Look.
Now, Cozy, you did call it Museum.
I have to fix my shit, bro.
Here we do have that's a Convoy map. That's the best map type for Yeah We Lost. Yggdrasil could also have been a great choice. I think they played it 3 times, won it 3 times as well. But Museum it is. What do you expect to see from them there?
You know what's really funny? Everyone was probably like, boo ads, boo ads. Now they're probably like, oh shit, ads.
To dive. The one time Liquid Citadel looked weak was 0.1, and then guess what? That was the start of the Bucky that came out. If they ban that, what do you do? So.
Chat, I'm trying to fund my trip to Turkey, bro. I'm sorry. You guys will probably get ads during the breaks, not during the games, okay?
Liquid Citadel on this second.
Not during the games.
All right, welcome. Welcome in, folks.
I love you.
As we are going to see right now, the first ban of the Elsa is going to be something that, oh, Psych Eye Live. See, this is the change up that I wanted to see from Yeah We Lost. I was going to say it's something that we expected. Good change up.
Oh man, the Speedery bans, let them begin, because Swamp Gaming, they discovered the hole to allow the flood to come in. That was the swamp, but Yeah We Lost is going to get rid of that comfortability, and then they are going to go and protect the Elsa. Both the things I'd love to see. If they can get a Bucky ban in here, man, I love the playbook coming up right here now as Gamba going to be banned, followed by the Mantis. The more orthodox things you'll see from Liquid Citadel. But yeah, Shib, changing it up is good because they haven't shown that a ton too. They always kind of stick and grit their teeth and go through it.
Oh, yeah, man. I think, you know, this is the kind of stuff that I want to see from We Lost. Just keep shaking up the mentals. This is how you got to go after a team like Team Liquid Citadel, especially after struggling against them in the past. The lock-in of Elsa here for We Lost is also something that I think Zaytex, you know, can look dominant on. And that's going to open up some windows here, allow you to play a little more different than just kind of committing fully to that divey snowball composition. But there will be a little bit of an answer from TLC on that gambit. Now they have some movement and some self-peel.
Yeah, so now it's like, okay, do you need to ban the Rogue? Because Spark Chief loves to play that. Now it's like, okay, can you even ban the Bucky? I think it's
wait, chat. Wait.
Though, so you can't let Energy have that. So now they have 3 problems, Shib. They can only solve 2. So the
yo. Are we actually going to give Energy Elsa? Wait, they didn't ban it.
It looks like this last ban, if I were to guess, is probably going to go to that Elsa. If it's
chat, if they don't ban Elsa, this is a GG's. You can't give Energy Elsa.
Yeah, it's funny because it's the same story that happened last time. They were able to ban Elsa super late. Energy doesn't even care at this point. It seems like
they don't even care to save Elsa.
But yeah, they're floating the Loki. Because the Mantis is in play. The Mantis in play enables so many different compositions.
No way, bro.
Really can be threatening.
No way. We're giving Elsa to Energy. No, chat. No.
You know, who knows? Well, I guess the best in America's region is going to be decided at least so far today. But the final lock-in here, this could be that Vanpool again.
Yeah, you know what? I said they had 3 issues to worry about. Yeah, forgot about the team up Loki with the double Gambit ult. That's probably a little bit more important even than the Bucky and the Elsa that's been so prevalent. The Jeff save us the last Strange. I was gonna say save the Strange here. It's such a
let's see what Energy plays. Let's see what Energy plays.
Even 3 at times, Shib. But we're going to continue to see that against them. I will say it is a great, you know, Baby Land Shark map as well. Especially they're getting towards the end of both point 1 and 2. There's some good opportunities.
Oh, they're probably running the spawn camp hold.
You can also have a pretty decent like saving opportunity too if they land a big ultimate. But you know, Strange off the table changes things up. Is Jeff?
Have your editors decided on a rank 1 Black Cat?
Yeah, again, oh, point 1, like you're saying, it could be huge.
We've been busy with the
Strange, save the
Marvel
Strange
Rivals tournament.
Agree. I don't think that's a bad play. They think your Strange is a problem for them. Why not potentially consider that as a save as your second?
We might do it relatively soon. We'll see. Yeah, they're probably going to run 3 tanks, 3 supports on defense as well, chat, for first point. Usually a lot of teams like to I got you, bro. I got you. Appreciate you.
Portal, but Kendrick's so comfortable. But for me, I think that would just change up what they want to do with Cart and Mask as well, right? Because then it's
can you lower your camera brightness? Your bald head is reflecting too much light. We're getting blinded. I would love to, but a lot of you guys probably stay in your houses a lot. Probably don't get a lot of vitamin D or in the sunlight. So I have my blinds open. The sunlight's hitting my head, so I could give you guys back the vitamin D. So please bear with me. I'm trying to make you guys a little healthier.
Non-stop aggression. We lost.
And let the games begin, folks. You can see the damage boost being spread far and wide, even on the Jeff from Nero. You know, Nero is not afraid to play aggressively. You won't be seeing that too much because essentially would be touching spawn door if he tried to flank right now, but they're going to play a little more front to back for the current moment. Zaytex is able to find one early and set the tone. Goodbye, Speedery on that Mantis.
Wait, Energy? Wait, whoa. Why is Energy on Bucky, bro? I mean, I understand his Bucky's really good, but they didn't ban Elsa.
Now, and this is exact repeat of map 1 against these 2 teams in the museum and why they like it so much. Like, if there was a win percentage on this first point, I think We Lost have the best in the whole tournament. They do so well up to this moment, and Jitward is going to get picks as well. Have not seen him on the Phoenix.
Yo, Energy, bro. Energy, get off. Bro, I love your Bucky, but chat.
Making the decision now, and if you look closely, a couple of ults coming up close, Ship, going to be a big impact. Nero, Xanth, though, both of those going to be huge, but Cooper going to let the cards out.
Oh yeah, we're going to see a big Q fest in a moment here. Cooper going to enable the team to get those ults even faster, and with that speed boost committing heavy now as the feast lands. Is there a combo on a Speedery who's holding on for a moment? Good movement there as Energy gets the first pick onto Jitward. That's going to put numbers up for the moment onto Citadel as Nero goes under for the It's Jeff. Zaytex even in that out now onto Cooper, and that's big value. Goodbye.
Oh, that flick!
On that Vanpool is just an absolute savage. Again trades it back onto Speedery.
Really good rotation, right, Shib? The fact that they survived the cars and got the pick on the Coop after was so massive for them. Love the swap up from Energy as well. Get the Bucky on the next point.
Zaytex has ult. He might use it here.
Xantho, but there comes the Galar truck, and Cart's gonna be caught in it, begging for life and a chance to breathe there.
Wow.
No one,
Right back to the
only
spawn.
one person
You know what's
died.
the worst pick? If the rest can survive this madness, especially when Spark Chief goes down.
Wait, where's Zaytech?
Fight right now. N-Song, bang, able to find
Huge by Jitward.
Able to find the
Huge by Jitward. Yo, they're still gonna have another test though if Spark Chief can get this TP down.
It makes it a difficult fight for your
But
team,
Zaytech might
if they're
camp that
staggering
portal
a
with his
little
ult.
bit. Touch comes through. Portal gets committed. Can they get there? They are. Glartrox goes out from Zaytech. That's going to be one.
Oh!
To hold on tight and push this thing through.
God
Wow,
damn, bro. Wait, Energy used. Oh yeah, he did.
Up the stomach. You know what? Hey, we said we wanted to see something of a surprise factor like they did on Sentinels. It was Jitward on the Phoenix. I mean, talk about being able to get those wombo combos set up, ready to go. I'm in love with it now. Is Energy going to stay with the? Also, keep your eyes on him. Speedery.
Nice, bro. Yo.
Flexing over to these different picks, right? Playing a little mystery hero, figuring out what works.
How you say your name?
That's how they
Imake?
solved it if you're swamp gaming against them.
I appreciate the massive
Opening
new
up the
Prime
playbook
sub.
on
Welcome,
how to
welcome.
beat
Everyone
DLCs.
that's been following the stream,
Yeah,
though,
I mean, if you're
chat.
going
Love
into
you
the
guys.
triple, like,
Appreciate
want
the
big
follows and
offense,
everything.
That's what they're trying to
Mwah.
run right now. Energy, able to find Zaytex. But again, look at the space already being owned on point. You just got to try to take it around that pillar on the bottom side. That gives you an advantage on defense because you can play around that natural cover. So that's what they're doing. Energy, finding Jitward. And
Oh, is
again,
it
I
I
like
make
that
mixes?
pick like he called
Oh
out,
my
buddy.
god, mate,
Good
chat,
call
I'm
there as the whole
stupid,
team
bro.
drops back and
God damn,
resets
this is
to
what
you.
happens when you're from Florida.
Alrighty, so this is where they struggled
my.
last time with ease, and they weren't able to get it down this ramp
I make mixes.
whatsoever. Xantho ult has been online for quite a while. They can pair that up. We'll see if the feast comes with it. Remember, the symbiotic
Listen,
shenanigans
I'm on
are
a
still
lack of
at
sleep,
large
so bear
because
with
this
me.
is before that patch hit Shib. That team up still goaded. Card going to go ahead and survive just barely as the card's full. Believing in the heart of them is going to be Liquid.
Oh,
and now at this point, don't
oh,
overcommit.
poor
Xantho's
Jitward
still
trying to
going
run
with
back
the
to
chef.
spawn,
The
bro.
piece
He
of
couldn't
food
make
is
it.
trying to get through this, but wow, Spark going to shut that all down.
Really smart play by Cooper there, because the idea is you don't want to all too close to the door. They're just going to drop back and retake. But
I really do like Speedery on the Psylocke as well. I don't know if there's any Psylocke players in my chat, but I have been loving Psylocke and ranked. Psylocke has been so fun.
Citadel are angry now. Bruce Banner is the Hulk. Going to get this chase onto Xantho.
Yeah, this is very good, honestly, for Liquid Citadel to figure out the Speedery stuff now, too, right? You know, if you believe you're going to win this thing and get in the grand finals, go and lock in on the Psylocke, get into some aim training while you're at it. But yes, Energy now has the Glartrox ready. Going to get rid of this bug on the wall, but Jitward's so fast, so lethal. Oh, how did he escape that? He cannot on
Hey,
the
what's up,
wall!
Abdullah?
But he's gone. Hunted. Just slapped.
There's value in that, though, as they do find a trade. That was pretty funny, as Zaytex is able to take out Speedery. But yeah, dude, a little do-si-do there. Still finds that pick, but it's matched right back. We're going to see ults committed. Banhammer goes out. A huge Glartrox here, and that's going to be one. Do I see two? I do not yet. The movement from Polly is kind of crazy. What? Still holding on for now.
How the hell did Polly live that?
Polly to hold on as Energy gets that pick, and now, as I say it, Caster
How the
first pick by
hell
Polly.
did he live that?
That Banhammer saved them, right? Because he had to be careful with those shots, and Zaytex didn't want to commit too much, but did just enough to win. Ooh, card going down as well as Zaytex, but it did use the Glartrox. Energy fell. Kendrick getting a big pick in the back line. That's what you want to see from this ever-growing scene of these rookies, and now they're able to get through the hard part of this push. Obviously, Spawn still so close, going to get in overtime surely. Oh, back half from Spark Chief. Absolutely great there.
That's
making
huge.
sure
That's
that point
huge. A
does
lot
not
of
move
tank players need to
muscle.
realize that's massive.
That needs
Going
to
through the
be
cart
in
when
your bag,
when everyone's
folks
pushed forward
watching.
and the
If
cart's
you
by
are
itself,
getting
you
pushed
go
by
to
a
the
team,
cart,
go
stop
steal
the
that cart
objective,
from them
bro.
if you can. Mask able to
They
find
can't win
Energy
if they're not
early
moving the
on with
objective,
Banhammer
chat.
making it
Even if
2-piece
there's
now.
a
Mask
lot of games
looking
where I've seen
clean on
the
this
enemy
man.
team
We'll
have
say
like
Polly
absurd
who,
amount of
as
kills,
Nero
but
trades it back onto
they don't play the
Kendrick.
objective, so they
Like
lose.
Foxu, I guess, as we see that trade.
A lot of people think stats tell the.
Liquid Citadel, but they are very
Just because you have high
close
stats doesn't
to
mean like
getting
you're
point
winning.
two here. Can they make it work?
It's always the tough part to close out because of how close that spawn is, and doesn't help when you 2 down. The duelist not in this thing, but Cart getting Energy, okay. You know, they're going to be back at the same time shift, so not really a huge trade in terms of value. Everybody going to get back together and reset for this thing on agreement. Now looking at what they can do. Man, Cart is just absolutely in there. The team now has to fall.
I think
they're going to fall. It's going to be.
I think
now the
Jitward
Fox
should have stayed on
Knights coming
the
out from
Phoenix.
Nero, looking for more as the team pushes up the W. Spark Chief trades with Jitward.
Oh, he
and
got a kill
Polly
though,
as
but he gets
well.
a
2
he
for 2.
gets
Jitward
killed.
can fall, though, with the quick web back.
I think Phoenix is a little bit more of a safer pick.
Has been retaken. Oh,
Like Jitward
almost
could
committing
pop
something
off.
there.
I think the problem with Jitward is that you never know what he's gonna do. Sometimes Jitward plays these characters and he pops off and he's like disgusting. Oh my god, never mind. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna say he was a streaky player, but never mind. This guy's goated.
Rise up right now.
He is playing Spider-Man in professional gameplay where no other person wants to do that, and he's making it work. So hey.
Just fell to his knees somewhere on the streets. He can feel it. Absolute heat coming from the friendly neighborhood. Hero now Jitward close, close it in.
He's locked in, bro. I was gonna say he was a streaky player. Sometimes he doesn't do anything, but sometimes he's like LeBron James.
We'll see if anything changes, because Speedery on the Psylocke has got to get that value towards the back, but it's so hard when you've got Jeff and Fox to deal with.
Yeah, agreed. It's just a lot of pressure, a lot of communication. But energy cuts right through that noise, says goodbye, Jitward, out of the sky. A little bit of vengeance from that movement before. Cooper taking out Xantho. 2 numbers, make it 3 here. Speedery finds a piece of that pie, drives them up towards the spawn. This is where you want to take this first fight on this map, because you want to ensure you have the best chance at winning this. We have seen teams push through here on OT, and we've seen teams struggle here, maybe even put a portal inside of the point.
Hey, appreciate it, my friend.
Makes mistakes. Just see energy look for more.
The 7th member has always been the ducky.
Nah, I don't.
Teams typically, but yeah.
I think this is this is where YWL gets held at though. Looking at the ult differential, bro. Yeah, Liquid Citadel has 5 ults. Unless YWL can build them pretty fast. Oh my God, Jitward gets the Jeff, bro. No way.
Energy, are you kidding me? Swift into that nuisance.
As Xantho goes down with the It's Jeff, Speedery takes that pick quickly. We see the commitment as everybody's going down here. Alt advantage, roughly even, but yeah, we lost losing bodies before those ults get committed. There's Mass trying to find something. Jitward takes out Speedery, but Spark Chief and Energy trade it back. OT ticking down, but ults are still available. Now it's about value. They're playing a little safe here. Liquid Citadel does have ult advantage for the moment, but it won't last too long. There's that commitment now, as we see Pauly try to own and push them in with the backline on top of the push that's being driven by Spark Chief. Now dropping backwards as a unit as everybody's stacked again.
Beast with the Abyss comes through, closing in, but not able to get it done. Trying to get the Spark Chief from it. There comes the first bit of Jeff. Gonna find something as Nero. He's escaping with a few as the Glartrux comes out. And oh my, Zaytex!
Wow. Oh, Zaytex and Jitward, bro.
Are you kidding me? The cleanup. They will not be stopped here.
Oh my God, dude.
Are you joking?
The DPS of YWL are just popping off.
They are stepping up now. The Monster Hunter pairing up with a Spider with a huge combined ultimate sweep and then finding some picks right after the fact here. Mask setting up with Jitward. Owning this space is going to put everybody in a tough spot. They weren't expecting this engagement, and that's the idea of setting up prior to the fight. You see Kendrick doing the same thing, ready to engage on that back line.
I like how YWL is like setting up like around the map. Oh my God, nice shot on a Spider-Man flying. But notice how like YWL is surrounding them and trying to like pick them off from different angles. That's crazy. All of the teammates are on off angles, just hitting them from different directions.
Might be able to keep this moving for the moment.
They're all not stacked in main.
Highlight players were the strat lines, and it is Kendrick going.
Oh my God, dude, the Spider-Man, bro, the Spider-Man. I am enjoying this.
He found deep hiding seek there in the plan.
Wait, what the hell?
Are you joking? Xantho now close with the It's Jeff. Goes down. Jitward probably fine here. And here comes the cards. Believing in it is Liquid Citadel to hold this line ship. It's Jeff ready. The edge right there. To
no, stay on the card. Stay on the card. Oh, no.
Oh, and he's stuck up in this top.
You gotta stay on the. Oh, they're all dead anyways.
Himself in a tough spot and gets locked away in that moment.
Hey, that is crazy, bro. Hey, that's crazy though. That's a good push. That is a very good push, chat. Liquid Citadel might lose this. I will say, because we keep seeing this map, this is the hardest map to cap, in my opinion. The hardest map.
There's a great push on that map.
I don't think there's a huge.
And obviously got so much
I don't think I played enough of the new map to think that like is hard. I think it's.
You've got the banhammer. You can follow up that in tough situations.
This map I think is the hardest one to finish.
We saw the pop quiz from the tank pool to survive and just like be that constant nuisance there. Like when do you decide that? Because in overtime with 5 people looking at you, you would think that would be the shot. Never really saw Mass take that opportunity.
Yeah, it really is a tool that you pretty much exclusively use for stall. I don't think it's a bad idea there at all, buddy. I think that's a great call out, but it kind of also depends on, and at that point in the match, I would assume he's pretty much fully upgraded. Maybe you didn't have something upgraded.
You can't hate this map. This map is actually really fun.
Or you thought the pick would be more valuable because you
I just don't like the third point when it turns into the ducky.
Depending on the
I think it's very creative, but a lot of people forget that you have to be inside the cart, and a lot of teams lose like that. But I think this map is really, I think all the maps that Marvel Rivals have added have been a lot of fun. Even the new map, I think the what is it Midtown Chat or whatever the Manhattan, Lower Manhattan, I think that map is fantastic. I just don't like the scan. I think the scan
as needed.
Should
Again, guys,
stay in
Venom at
quick
this
play and
level,
not
great
competitive
job.
or
Get those
pro play
cooldowns out.
if it
The
ever
key ones
does
from
get
the
there.
enemy,
But
and get back safely. Don't fold, Spark Chief. Now on the Groot, things are changing. Oh my, delete button. Instantly go back to spawn. Have a good one, Speedery, who just always seems to have a tough time, if not on the 2 heroes he loves most, an Ultron Daredevil.
You know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the exact spot that the pick
I like
came
how they're
through from
trying new
Zaytex,
things,
but
though.
Spark Chief found
I
that
do like how they're
location
trying
and
new
traded
things.
it right back at him, and now they will have this space. Spark Chief going to be playing this Groot to own these positions. This is going to force some wall break, and this is going to be difficult for the side of we lost. They have none of that really in their composition besides Zaytex. Mask is typically going to be flanking with that Van Pool, so it's going to be tough. And Energy able to find Kendrick in the back line will once again put them up in numbers, and that is a large stagger right off the spawn after that first pick.
Yeah, and they kept doing this the other day. It was Energy finding that backline pick over and over. And when Swamp took over TLC, it was the same done to them. But Cooper going to make quick work. And now you're down 2 strategists, staggered back. This is an absolute chaotic mess.
Thank you,
at the
Emily.
moment. Yeah, we lost. Take a breather. Reset, reload. Probably going to go ahead and do that exact pop quiz. Showing some sustain here.
I want to see how many
Now
times
trying to
Jitward
get
has
the
died
best
this
of
game,
it.
though.
Speedery trading as well. So this is going to be a 0.1 cap. No
This is the
available.
lower
The
finals.
setup here from Spark Chief.
Nah,
Sometimes you wanna
next
put
game
walls
will
in
be the
a little
grand
bit strange
finals of
locations,
NA.
So they're not worth breaking. So they come up and just have value later on. What a pick there from
Oh.
Zaytex again onto Speedery. And like he called out, seems to be a target here in every single one of these fights. Nero and Spark Chief and Energy say, all right, we see your pick.
Oh my
Let's
God,
real
bro.
quick. And they try to take this point 2 meters.
You
and a
can't
green.
give
Yes, they
you
will
can't
be
give
able to find
energy.
0.1.
You can't give energy.
Yeah, playing rock, paper,
Elsa,
scissors
bro.
out here,
You
and
can't.
Citadel pulls out the gun, right? I mean, it's like there's nothing you can do about it.
You can't, bro. Have a good night, Senzu. Sleep well, my friend.
Jersey. Paulie showing his new hero, known as the Cat this time. The tank pool. All right, Spark Chief looking for a trap, setting up these walls early. And he's got that Groot ult. We did not see a lot of great Groot ult from him yesterday, Shib. So I want to see this be cleaned up because they're going to need to get these unlocked, especially.
Okay,
playing
Jitward
higher
did
opponents.
switch back to the more consistent,
there
you
is
know,
some potential.
Phoenix.
Sometimes you actually might even want to use it on some of that dive commitment from the Vanguards, but just to kind of answer and save your backline. But we see Speedery here find Kendrick again through this Raging Royal Flush. We all know how valuable this can be. Cooper going to be able to take out Cart through the Chaos. Speedery again on that Mantis as another pick comes through, but Zaytex not going down without a fight. Finds Speedery, which at this point, buddy, he's got his number. He's looking for him in every single fight.
You know, 100%. And what, you know, if you're Xantho, I guess maybe he's swapping to Invis, but it's like, why ult there when you're down 2 on that going into it? The hero play with what edge? You know what I mean? It just felt like.
Why does
probably not the
Liquid
best time
have
to do
Gambit
so, but
and
if you swap
Elsa
it over, it does
both?
make, I guess, some sense.
Well, yeah, we lost didn't, but you can see on the top left and top right of what the bans are. But yeah, we lost did not ban Elsa, and also Liquid Citadel did protect Gambit. Cooper with Gambit is disgusting and very scary. Also, Cooper, I don't know if you guys remember Cooper or anything. Cooper with Loki is also one of the best Lokis in my opinion. But
and just avoid some of that damage
yeah.
in the end song.
Also, they saved Mantis, and Mantis is very, very strong, especially in pro play and 3 support team comps. And damage boost Elsa very broken.
Immediately, and again, we'll be healthy at the end of that, but now falls from Nero on the chase. And look at the point the whole time. Spark Chief just owning it, putting up walls that are not being
He's
broken
back on the
because
Spider-Man chat. He's back on the Spider-Man. He's dead.
Another pick out of Zaytex, and now it's just a battle of a 1v5. I don't see this lasting long here. We'll make it a 2v, and the retouch comes through.
Wow.
Wait, they're coming back. They're coming back.
Play there.
That's where I would have liked to see the pop.
You gotta use your
matter.
walls to
Right now,
block off the
Energy,
spawn,
Cooper
bro.
down. How do they flip this back? And that's the importance of having Jitward and Cart. They've done this to so many opponents. They've been able to get back into the action because of how quickly.
There is
those
no
heroes swing
way
into it.
Yeah We
Quite
Lost
literally,
actually
are
came
you
back and defended that,
joking
bro.
now, looking
That
at
is
it? It's
insane.
4.5 meters plus
That
to go.
is
Spark Chief does have the old Cooper
insane,
ball.
bro.
So they've got all the big cues, right? How much to commit doesn't matter all too much. Got 2 minutes on the board as well, so look for them.
I mean, it's very unorthodox gameplay, bro. But
Yeah,
chat,
this has
the
been
best
a good
the
back and
best
forth here, but you know
strategy
what's
is
happening
no
soon. We got
strategy.
Raging Royal
How
Flush,
can the
and
other
there's that
team know?
commitment.
Like,
Everybody gonna dive
how can
for
the
it now.
other team
Pauly,
strategize
wow,
against you
that
if you don't
shot
even know
was
what you're doing?
disgusting. Onto Kendrick in the back line,
How?
playing off these
They
strategies.
can't.
This is going to divert focus. Jitward running for his life. Goodbye to Peter, who gets KO'd. Spark Chief has the Strangling Prison available. Looking for, it doesn't, you don't need much. One is plenty, as we see that pick.
Hey,
Xantho
you heard
finds
that?
one mask, another, but
You heard
Energy
that?
answers back on the
Sometimes
card, and
trying to
everybody
get the
focusing
big
on the
ult
card
and
now.
trying to
Spark
get that
Chief goes
6K
low
ult
and
chat
falls,
is you
and
don't have to
another
do
goes
that.
down. Xantho is popping off here with some really
Sometimes getting one kill can change the fight. Well, not in this case, but
Blush, man, getting a couple of those, and we've highlighted just the lethality of Xantho, one of my highlight players through this whole thing, as I've seen them play.
Not in this case, though. There is a misconception, though, of Salt and Salt. How you doing, by the way? A lot of people in lower ranks think they need to get this fat 6-man, 5-man ult, but you really don't. If you get a kill or two, that changes the team fight.
They're waiting on that, but no, it's an Apex out first from Xatex. Anything coming from it? No, coming up empty and hungry. Ship as Mass diving in immediately. This dive in aggression is perfect. If you're looking at the ult track, you love what they're doing, but energy, as always, answers the call.
Yeah, Xantho finds another pick, though. Numbers up for Liquid Citadel. It's about this final fight situation here for them. They did make some switches in composition. You can see Spark Chief now off that crew. Energy, come on. Now,
the 6-man clip does look good for TikTok, though. You know what I'm saying?
Now looking towards
It does look good for Twitter. Ooh, nice shots by Energy.
Vein, but is getting chased down. The Glartrox goes out. Will that land? Whoa, Speedery finding two coming back. Hot with a vengeance. The spectacular spin is out. Does that get value? It does not. Pulls out cooldowns, though, as we see Pauly get a pick there on a Xantho, and we know how strong that is, as Xantho's been playing lights out. The battle on point. The Kumiho Unleashed won't last long. Goodbye to Kendrick as we see Jitward fall, and down goes Cart, and that should be this point for the side of Liquid Citadel.
Yeah, I've got to measure if you can win it here.
Yo, even though Liquid Citadel did cap this, I really am very impressed with how YWL is doing right now. They could actually win this. They could tie up the series. Oh, chat, I gotta pick this up.
Because you're gonna get one big Q. Xantho can at least lead that, but obviously slightly, I would say TLC has a couple more win cons up their sleeve. Bus moving, everybody on point. Sometimes they like to push up. In this case, though, with the time available, Ship, just trying to push this thing as fast as possible into the float and into the action. Now, just like that, Ship, things open up. Cooper going to get the heart of the cards ready to go right now. Rage Royal Flush teams up everybody in a quick deletion of YWL back to the spawn.
A lot of commitment there, though. 3 ults go down in that first fight. So, yeah, we lost. Not a bad job there pulling some stuff. As we see, Xantho has that invisible boundary. Xatex at about roughly 70%. And
this is a best of 5. Yes, the next game is going to be a best of 7. So whoever wins 3 here wins.
And a retouch on Portal.
And moves on to the grand finals.
I love the triple Vanguard here, man. I mean, this is like perfect for the situation at hand, right? So taking a look with the Apex, save everything, man. Big overtime play. That's what you need to do. The Strange Portal will come into action. A speeder Apex through it, and that's going to go ahead and delay some of that charge. Really
I thought he was going to get another one. I mean, at least he got one kill. Oh, they traded, actually. Oh, that's bad. Oh, look at Energy, bro. Look at Energy. This guy's a demon.
Every time. But what they're doing, Ship, right now is perfect. Just keep this duck float staying still.
Did he take him off the map? No, he can probably live. Oh, no, he did get him off the map.
And yeah, I mean, their target priority has been very smart, constantly solo ulting Xatex 2 in a row now. Spark Chief dropping back onto Xantho, but it's I think that was intentional from Xatex, or maybe that was just some insane understanding of play. Pauly gonna anchor point for the moment. Portal gets committed once more. They've got to stay on as OT ticks down. Feast of the Abyss goes under. Kendrick gonna be there, but not for long. Goodbye to Kendrick. Speedery gonna pop that E with the Dark Magic to make that pick come through. Liquid Citadel up a number once more. Pauly does have ult available outside of that. Cooper and Spark Chief gonna be next in tow.
I didn't even know there was a health pack up there. Nice ball knowledge, bro.
Every single hero moment is pressed at this second as Matt's gonna go up and throw up the first Avenger. Everybody freedom charge behind. Kendrick so close to the 9-tails, got to stay in as well. But on the other side, it's the biggest ult in the game.
Oh my God, Cooper is not dying, bro. Cooper is not dying. This is insane. They're using Captain America. They're running in on him. They're using Fox ult. He's just not dying. He finally dies. Uh-oh. Liquid Citadel just lost both supports. It's even though it's a 4v4.
Yeah, both strategists down there is so much value, like you called out, buddy. It's all about seeing if they can maintain pressure on point. They don't have Portal. Goodbye to Energy. Yeah, we lost her heavily up here as they press forward once again. Jitward gonna find the next pick.
No way, bro. No way. No way. We're tied. We're tied. We're tied, bro. Oh my God.
At this point, go ahead and wrap it, change it in the game.
Oh my fucking God, bro. Yeah, we lost is doing it.
What I said yesterday, if you were with me at 4 a.m., I said this will not go as easy as you think. Any given
there is no way. Yo, War, appreciate the massive 3 months. How you doing, man? How you doing? Yeah, we lost. Nah, we won, bro. Nah, we won.
Yeah, this has just been a heater so far. Well done. Yeah,
Jitward
looking refreshed there. That team combo, great form. I mean, honestly, it was off the back of just an insane
Xatex has 21 as well.
I think that absolutely won it for him. It's so difficult to push there all the way
Energy.
on this
Oh
map,
my
and they got
God.
right to the very end.
65 and 14. 33 finals, bro.
Yeah, you know what?
Energy.
We highlight so many players on this team. One we don't talk about a lot outside of the interview and the Thor is Mask. I feel like Mask had some of the biggest moments.
Wait, I just want to prove my point here though. I want to prove my point. Stats don't mean anything, chat. Stats don't tell you the whole story. Look, if you showed me the stats right here and said, "Hey J3, tell me who won this game." I'll be like, "Whoa, Liquid Citadel. Look at their stats, bro. They dominated." But at the end of the day, bro, yeah, we lost. Played the objective better. They won.
Surviving, kind of
24 deaths, so that's the most I've ever seen in this preseason.
How did they, with Energy getting that huge trade, and then it was an instant flash? It was Kendrick, Matt.
God damn it. Shit, chat. If I knew getting 24 deaths could mean that you would be like top 3 NA, bro, I'd sign up being a pro again. What the? No, he is playing Spider-Man though. He's playing Spider-Man. He's gonna rack up the deaths. He is gonna rack. Okay, we're going on a break, chat. Going on a break. Team Liquid Citadel did portal already. That's why you didn't see them portal again. They already used this portal. Yeah. Well, I do think if a Spider-Man goes in and gets a kill and dies, I think that's a lot of value. Because not only if you go in and die, you're leaving your team at a 6v5. But if you go in, get a kill, and die, it's a 5v5. The Spider-Man will obviously be back faster. So it'll be a 6v5, it'll be a 6v6, 6v5, 5v5, and then he'll be back, and so a 6v5. Do we see a Spider-Man ban? No. You are not going to see a Spider-Man ban. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean? So increases Spider-Man's HP by 75? No. 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 That's crazy, man. Spider-Man with 275 HP, bro. What do you guys want Spider-Man to also have the same health as Venom and have him still as a DPS, bro? Like, chat, what are we talking about? Bro. Okay, we're back. Let's get it.
Welcome back, everyone. There we have it. Yeah, we lost. It's tying up the series against Liquid Citadel when it matters the most. 1-1 apiece. Best of 5. How did they get it done? It seems to me like someone may or may not have been looking at the blueprint that Swamp Gaming has offered just yesterday, Cozy.
Yeah, hey, you know, at the beginning of the show, you said, what is going to be the key or players to look at? And I was like, Speedery in the bans, because for 2 weeks, everybody was trying different bans on TLC. Nothing was sticking. They have 6 talented players. Who do you get rid of? Hey, how about giving them the best players in the game? You have Gambit, Elsa. That's the meta ban. Forget about that. Get rid of Speedery's top 2 picks, because then it throws off the flex order that they can do as a team, and call a spade a spade. If you look at Swamp into this, every single time it has been Speedery target bans, the opposition has found the upper hand. And I also got to say, the overtime is just so chaotic, and that's exactly where I think, yeah, we lost thrive as we look at Central Park.
Yeah, I mean, this is just to kind of follow up on that. I mean, like, they also stats don't matter to them. This team is so committed. I mean, Cart only getting 3 finals. You might be saying, how do they win this? His whole job is to be on that cart. You know, it's just to stall, buy time. The team can int all they want. They could just buy more time, have 1,000 fights, and lose a billion of those finals. If you look over, they have so many finals on the side of TLC. It just doesn't matter. It's all about objective. They play it so well.
Yeah, I loved the confidence that Yeah We Lost brought to this past map. Let's see if they can repeat that performance on the map pick of
Yo, where's King Break? Yo, King Break, you are a god on YouTube. Appreciate you, my friend.
Yeah, Ship, you said that perfectly, my guy. I mean, it's been that every single team they've gone against, Cart is
from 56,000 channel points to 322, all thanks to following J3's predictions.
Continue to swat the Bucks because guess
I
what?
have not been
Then
wrong.
and you're just back and forth dealing with it. That's why Matt's not
What
the
the
pop.
hell?
Doesn't need to as we open things up yet again. They're gonna definitely go with the Ultron ban, Gambit saved. But if they showed anything, obviously that map leans a lot to their comforts. I would say though, Central Park Ship is somewhat of a map that they could take advantage of.
Yeah, it enables some of that weird stuff they like to run off angle plays, but it's also a really good, you know, I was going to say Ultron map, as you can see. That's why that first ban is out. Goodbye to that immediately. And you talk about just targeting Speedery a bit, and it's funny because even at the midseason Worlds last year, that was advice that teams were saying against old Envy. They were like, you know what? We just have to get rid of Speedery's hero points.
They changed YWL being third in the Liquidpedia. Now it's TBD. Nah, that's already fucked up, bro.
Such a strong player.
That's already fucked up.
Of Mantis in the lock-in of Elsa for the side of Yeah We Lost once more, and they've looked so good. Zaytex locked in on that hero.
Yeah, I think Zaytex having Elsa is just such a good. You know, we keep talking about these like get out of jail cards. Like obviously the Apex can be that, but man, it's the neutral with that guy. His one-hit combos on strategists are disgusting. The amount of Mantis that you can't even react. Chip. Once you're in the air, the elephant gun is going to be absolutely ending your life. Daredevil's being off the map, which is obviously a crazy hero for this because of the vision, man. The 4K that you can see with the walls and the setup. I think that's almost sometimes bigger than the dive with it, right? At the pro scene, as we now see the Jeff ban with the tank pool save.
Yeah, Loki's a great answer for things like Psylocke, but also so is that DD for the vision setup like you're talking about. And we're going to see Match Right Back Energy wants that Elsa as well. So that will be locked in. And the final ban coming out here, it could be that Vanpool should they elect to do that. Maybe we're going to see something shift up here with Polly back on cap. I think Polly is so good on the Vanpool, but also does a good job installing and taking point on cap and diverting focus. So maybe that'll come into play here. I'm curious what their attack strategy is going to be because they could also run
these bans are very interesting. I've never seen anything like this from either team.
Yeah, repeating the exact same.
It's very
if this is your first time,
very interesting. But that's what makes this game very fun, though.
This is a team coming from the MRC from couch to pro, now putting head to head against Liquid Citadel.
They're trying to take out. They're trying to take out a player though. They are trying to like target ban, but I don't think you can target ban, man. These pros, especially on the higher like ranked teams, they have such a deep hero pool that even if you try to ban them out, they're still gonna find other ways.
Yeah, I am not sure either, but
yeah, hey, chat, one tricking, very bad. And you have a favorite character? Sure, everyone has a favorite character, but being a one trick and getting your one trick banned, you're gonna be useless.
They went to like Spider or something immediately after to get back to point. That's the kind of situation that works great. If you have the Spider in the bag on a map that allows for some off-map potential, you can absolutely make some crazy unique plays.
I am not a. Don't say I'm a Bucky one trick. I am not a Bucky one trick.
It's classic. First of all, we keep talking about the ace in the pocket aces. They keep doing that, right? Bringing something different. But yeah, hey, it's like your ranked games out there, folks. With the Black Panther swapping is never going to be, the meta pick. It's back to Spider-Man, Iron Fist, and friends. But here we go. Gates are opening here in New York as we get this underway. Nero and friends lead the back line. I love the Panther here. Look out for the King of Wakanda. He's hungry because he has not been played in ages on this top level.
And they're ready to engage.
Wait, BP?
They saw it coming.
What is J3 doing, bro?
Play energy.
Let's see
Shooting for a moment. 70 HP though, almost goes down. Good movement there to get back to the back line, and that's just textbook as we see Speedery on that Star-Lord. That's another very strong pick in this meta. Seen a lot as the solo duelist when you're trying to run something like a triple back line or a triple front line. Spark Chief says, all right, get out of here. Goodbye to the king real quick. And now going to walk down Xantho, and Xantho's going to be the tough spot, bringing a lot of cooldowns. The chase comes through, and goodbye to Invis.
Yeah, a lot of falls early, but do know Doctor Strange is available this time around. They had to answer more than the troll ban to get rid of that portal, so they are able to get back. We're going to be able to open up some magic, but energy hungry. Again,
DSC,
like the
appreciate massive 4 months. And Moldy, appreciate massive 31 months. Appreciate it, guys.
It is now 1-1 as the portal opens up. Jitward leads the charge. Again, what did we say, Shiv? It's all about the sustain. Taking time off that point. Try to get Cart, and wow, Cart with the wombo combo. Are you kidding me? The perfect time of the pop, too, of the Symbionts.
Yeah, they're going to find absolutely everything there. Going strategist first, that's just top-level focus, is going to make sure that you win the fight. You may trade a few KOs back and forth there, but if you get strategists as priority, you win the sustain. So the idea from then on is you can play as long as you want in the stall. You can duke it out for, 3 minutes or whatever, however long it takes before they get back here. Obviously, 20 seconds, but still, it's very important. Great target prio there from we lost on the retake.
Oh, Zatex with a quick combo as always, and Jitward dressed up as the occasion in that Hellfire Gala wear. I love it too because you can swap to that Strange. Doesn't really matter to lose that ult on the Panther, but gone again. Is this now going to be the quick last scene of that King? Potentially, yes. It's going to the Spider Ship. We're back.
He's back on the Spider-Man, bro. He's back on the Spider-Man.
In the sky. Speeder now trying out different options because it's been tough on them as they figure it out. Xantho throws it up, keeps it.
Jitward already played 3 different characters in the span of 2 minutes.
They commit a lot, but down goes the strats.
Yeah, they want this point now. That's going to be 3 and make it 4 here as Mask goes down. Cart tries to trade again with energy, getting some value. Going to try to stall here with the feast. Does get 1. Will there be more? Duking it out for a moment. 100 HP. Escapes and cannot touch in time. That will be point take from TLC.
He was going to die anyway, but
damn, bro. Damn.
Trying to get that quick dive at the end to try to keep that thing going. But it just shows that's a perfect highlight of what they like to do over and over again. Now down 3 minutes 50 seconds is a world of time. This is where it's a make or break it moment on Central Park. You cannot let this point 2 push all the way. Momentum usually lends a hand. Look at up the top right. We don't have Daredevil, but we can see through the walls. You've got the dive coming on both sides. It's going to be up in the Venom in the back, and there's Zatex going for combos. Fox up and ready. Going to be matching the opposition. Nero matches. There's the dinner time, and Shib the pull off.
Oh!
Big Wolf.
That would have been so insane if Jitward actually got that, bro. That would have been so insane. Yo, Nox Panda for 4 months. Appreciate it.
On a Zatex. Goodbye. Pauly with 2
Chat,
now.
you guys don't understand. Jitward's trying to go for clips, bro.
Still gets value. You know what? If you don't miss, you don't take as much damage, and there was no missing there as 3 fall, make it 4 as Cart goes down, and here comes a huge off map from Jitward.
Oh my God, he hit it!
He missed that.
He hit the clip!
He's like, I still gotta get it back.
Oh my
make sure I still
God!
have it. Finds the Nero quick pick, and that is again why Jitward so lethal. Wow, with the combos and the movement. Once again, gets that health pack and moves in. You got Cart ready for more. They're going to continue to stall this thing. The Hulk has not been seen yet.
that is
can do with Spider.
That's insane.
In the Sky Speeder, he's been electric for so many teams now here in the form of Liquid Citadel. Can't find much, and good rotation into protection of the castle that isn't Citadel's, but Dracula's castle in New York.
That was great capitalization on forcing someone into a tough spot. Speedery able to clean up Jitward there as Pauly finds Kendrick, and wow, right back at it. TLC.
I will say those moments are really funny. Yes, chat, but in my opinion,
plenty of time.
I think Jitward should play a more consistent character. Maybe like he does pop off on the Phoenix, maybe the Star-Lord. I feel like there's a lot of other characters that you can that are just going to be more consistent.
Situation for them to get a bit more of that win.
I think playing Spider-Man is a little too risky, and that is what is really bad about like his play style. It's high risk, high reward. I would rather play safe and do the safe thing that gets a lot of value for you know what I'm saying?
Important cooldowns out and ready, and here comes the trigger of the ult, and bam, just like that, eating, munching, not gonna find success. Don't love that ult, and they're gonna pay for it.
His Daredevil, oh, Daredevil's banned.
Yeah, they come right back in and do find a few here. Good attack so far, or attack on the defense, I should say, as they sweep everybody, send them back to the spawn door. Not a lot
and
of
that's why no one will
Xantho,
remember you.
Zatex, but Zatex already back at 21%.
I think I'm doing pretty good for myself.
We see Pauly, Energy, Nero in this next fight as Pauly already starts it off.
Yeah, that's why it was a bit of a bummer they couldn't hold that second point because they have so much here, but they're doing a great job either way. Point is pushing those slowly but surely. Mask ready for the Banhammer. Got to follow in. There's Kendrick to go in with it. They're going to go all in, but no, right now, the Galartrox slowing things up. Another pop and finish in perfection. What he's doing is timing that ult quickly there with that right click. Makes it impossible to dodge, Shib.
Yeah, and that is another start from we lost that has looked clean. And notice
holding Liquid Citadel at their spawn. This is something that I never thought I would see from another team, especially a mean team. Holding, Jitward, bro, Jitward, come on, bro.
Jitward, and now numbers are up. Sparchief.
Don't worry, chat. He died first. He'll be back in a second. It's Spider-Man. That's what my ranked Spider-Man say, anyways, when they're 0 and 15. Don't worry, he'll be back.
On himself, and Sparchief gets the trade on a mass. Zatex always finding one, but does actually not pay for it. Not yet. Now he does, as Cooper gets 2 in energy. One more. Wow. Clean play.
What are you waving out? Waving at is the mirror in the spawn, as Vicky said yesterday. But looking at Zatex and what they have, I mean, Ship, I like the approach. Minute 24, right? And talk about the way this is going to rotate in, because they can get a little bit of time there with Xanthos. Cart's then going to be able to lap around. Jit will be back in a flash, we know that. But wow, with the Cart opening hit, that's going to slow down what they can do in that sustained build in the winning hand. Indeed, perfect from Citadel.
Yeah, they got the space back.
Jay, would you drop Jitward if you were in charge?
Very close to point here. This is
no,
tough
man.
To hold, but you do have the invisible boundary.
They're in the lower finals. Even if they lose, chat, they're still third place best in NA, bro.
And very hard
I mean,
to get on top of the points.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
Answers yet here for TLC, though. This is
and they're tied 1-1.
They do get there, which means the boundary will be committed. But Glartrox available here.
Watch,
for Zatex
quote me right here. Jitward is going to carry with his ult.
Could be in play. Zatex with 1 on the energy. Nero trades it back onto Jitward. And there's that banhammer, but a huge Glartrox comes in from Zatex and will likely, oh wow, insane protection there. That was disgusting by the side of Nero to get there and protect the team.
How in the world they had the entire team in the mouth and unable to finish with it. Nero continues to jump now with the 9 tails, 1 at a time. The life still activated with it.
Wow.
Gonna be tough at this point. Just trying to get this time down to 0. Liquid Citadel beating down Lost in Dracula's castle. Now quickly love to pick on Xantho, going over to the quick res. Now just trying to get this thing 4, 3. Oh,
damn.
As it's going to be capped to 3.
I mean, that was just heads-up play from the backline.
Damn,
Shout
bro.
out to TLC with an insane answer. After being down 1, trades it back quickly onto Jitward.
How many times do I have to let a Spider-Man on my team say, I'm going to lock in before I stop believing in him? Bro, listen, I played this game way too much to know that I hate Spider-Man players, chat. I hate Spider-Man players. You know why? Because when you want to ban Spider-Man, there's someone on your team that says, hey, man, don't ban Spider-Man. I'm the best Spider-Man in the world. I'll diff the other Spider-Man. So you trust him because he's your teammate. And then the other Spider-Man on the other team is like fucking LeBron James in his prime, and then you get like Tony Snell going 0 and 15. Like, hey guys, listen, I'm not getting healed. My tanks are not doing anything. It's not my fault. It's you guys. And I'm just like, what?
Blow for blow in terms of both survivability and team impact is beyond impressive for me in the way that they're trading. But yeah, man,
what's up?
Oftentimes when Liberty calls, Nero answers, and the team found freedom to get the 3 caps.
Okay, I'll get it after this.
Now, the offensive approach obviously is going to lean to this team a bit more on this map, you know, and you can definitely get this point very quickly when you come at all angles. Look for Cart Jitward in the back. See how they like to move.
We're going to see the setup now, folks. Again, this is, we lost, I would argue,
Yo,
more
Spider
of an
Apples.
offensive
Appreciate the
team.
massive new Prime sub, my friend. And Champly,
dive style always works well on
or is it
attack.
Champly? Appreciate the massive
force
2
your
months.
engagements when you want
Absolutely
to, rather
insane.
than being retroactive or responsive to what you're seeing on the map. We're going to see the attack now. From the side of we lost. Liquid Citadel running that comp that they ended with, found success with it. Why not change it? Or why would you? It is rather.
Why do you like LeBum?
The height.
Chat, it's like the most common. Everyone knows who LeBron. Fine, I'll change sports then, since you guys don't want me to use LeBron. Who's someone that plays tennis? Messi. Yeah, I like him.
Going to be forced to pop that shield. How does he find a trade in that? That's disgusting. Every tendril hit, dude.
That was dirty. Right to the dome. Goodbye. Puts them up 2 numbers now. As Liquid Citadel still has to be able to, or they don't, yeah, they are teleporting back here. Speedery making that work right now. I was going to say still had no
rage bait successful.
Point from the side of we lost. Not even a 1 tick in. Zatex finds Cooper energy, trades that with Jitward, and Zatex goes down to Nero. What a retake here by Liquid Citadel, but I would say that's a win here for we lost, forcing that portal out so early.
Yeah, portal out. First point capped as that, you know, our first little hit
like
there, if you will. Definitely going to give them some of a chance. The trap's gonna be ready and set up. Energy 70% end up. Chib looking at what they have ult wise. I mean, I guess what Xantho just pushed in full aggressive.
Yeah, you can. You absolutely can. He does have that answer, and it's worked. You can be aggro with it because, again, if you dump that invis on top of the enemy team, it slows them, and it gives your team an advantage. And we see teams using that very aggro as we see the pick come in from Cooper, though, onto Jitward. And that's just what you can see here from Gambit. He just handles his own against dive like that. And Cooper has always been strong on those backline heroes. Nero in the same vein.
Fine, I'll do a different analogy so you guys can understand.
Gets the second pick.
Well, I don't even know what we're talking about. Okay, so the Spider-Man player, let's take Jitward for an example. Oh, what was the Zatex? What the hell was that?
The idea, but it didn't work out.
What the hell was that?
Honestly.
Okay, let's take Zatex for an example, bro. Like, usually, Zatex is playing like fucking, Lewis Hamilton when he's driving, bro. The GOAT, right? To anyone who watches, like, F1 and stuff, like, shit. Like, Lewis Hamilton. You expect him to be the best. But now, after seeing that ult, he's driving like... I don't know. Who's another driver?
One pick is value out of an ultimate. You don't
what do you call it?
Piece. Be more aggro with it. Use it offensively in a moment that you think you can get one. It doesn't
what's
always
that guy?
need to be a
What's that
team
guy
wipe.
that was
value is value, and you're just looking for time off the clock. A minute 24.
No. Fuck, I'm ruining my joke right now, man.
Even here. 3 to 4
Tiger Woods.
Too
soon?
From Kendrick. The
if you know, you know.
Lands 2. Pauly trades it with Zatex, though his card finds energy. And that's going to be a big duelist down here for TLC, but it's matched right back with another Kumiho. Out again goes the Freedom Charge, but Cart deletes Cooper from the fight.
Noel is applauding these timings of the
damn, bro. I couldn't even think of the guy's name, man. Took too long for the joke, man. Ruined it. GG's.
Does not matter even with that pick.
I hope he does get help, though. Drinking is overrated, chat. I said it.
Giving them that much more time. Speeder now trying to find the stagger as they continue. Forced to reset, 42 and up. They still do have the Strange they can go into. Last but not least, Matt's going to swap over. Jitward now taking the role of the Merc. He's got a lot to say here with 33 seconds left.
Yeah, Xantho will be able to stall a bit here. Zatex needs to land a big ultimate to make something work here. They're not even halfway through the cap, but on point once more is Cart trying to divert focus.
Oh, I think this might be GG's.
The back of Speedery. Heading backwards, but we see Cooper and Nero just constantly at each other's side as Smart Chief looks for that pick.
I think this is GG's, bro. I think it's 2-1.
Smart Chief.
They were able to get the second
6 months sober. Hey, W, bro. Congratulations, man. That's a W, bro. Good shit.
As now time is ticking. 2 seconds left. Will they go down yet another map? Xantho ready and loaded. Map's going to go down. That's a huge pick early, but can get back to the action. Speedery helping the cause as Energy finds.
Damn, I don't.
Goodbye. Release the loss as now Liquid Citadel holds.
Release the loss, bro. Damn.
Their best player in front of their eyes. Yeah, they lost.
Oh, that was really clean. I mean, they knew that the
damn,
was
bro.
There for Xantho.
Yeah, we lost is a very fun team to watch, but when it's not going their way, chat, it fucking sucks, man.
And relying on a huge barrier of essentially immortality, and you don't have it anymore.
Will you be streaming for another 6 hours? I need my Gambit skin. We've been streaming for almost 8 hours, and seeing how every day we've been streaming for about 15 to 18 hours, maybe.
Hero, you are a disgusting.
Yeah, watch party streams go very long.
Just go look at. I mean, just look at that alone, buddy.
41 and 4, 44 and 4, 40 and 1. Jitward has 11 and 16 with 2 finals, 8,000 damage. He was playing Spider-Man though.
But what do you think?
Oh my god, dude.
Wise to kind of clean up and make sure they get the win.
Look how even this looks, though. Look how even. Everyone was participating in the final hits, chat. 10, 12, 13s, 14. Everyone was popping off here.
It was a smart pick. Smart Chief on that.
Poor Zatex, man. And also, Cart was popping off.
Everybody, like you're saying, got a piece of the pie. Look at the finals across the board. Everybody on this team has playmaking potential, and everyone in this map did just that.
Yeah, they got the damage, but they could not get the final hits, and that obviously will lead to the loss. Yeah, we lost down 1-2 against Liquid Citadel. This is the lower bracket finals. Don't go anywhere.
Chat, next game is game point. I mean, no, this is game point. If yeah, we lost doesn't lock in, we're gonna see a repeat of Liquid Citadel and oh my god, why am I blanking on the team? Swamp Gaming in the finals. I gotta go pee. I'll be right back, okay?
back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
Just watch me now under the moonlight. 저기로 날아올라. Flashing on my window frame, on a boat to my flame, blinding shining lights. Oh, oh, I feel it's skipping way out of control. Lock it, oh yeah. We won't stop it. Flying high is our destiny, lighting up flaming stars. We're reaching out towards victory. 눈부신 꿈으로 차가운 심장을 쥐고 더 높이 날아가. They can't catch my vibe in my life. We're dancing under moonlight. 손이 묶어버려. Turning up the heat. Get it, oh. We're switching up the lip gloss, mixing up the crystals. All they want to know how we do it. Now it's time we switch to flight mode. Yeah, 차올라 내 눈빛 봐. 불부터 나 ready now. 떨림이 번져가 입안 위로 올라타. 거침없이 난다. 겁없이 뛰어가 flight mode. Be breath free, shining, flying high. Feel the spark of flight mode. 우리 하늘 위로 더 rise up. 사라져 fade away moonlight. Gonna burn the night out. Every time my heart's flight, we go higher, eyes wide, right through the starlights. 차가운 공기 속을 realize 지금이야 take flight. We're dancing on the moonlight. 손 묶어버려. Turning up the heat. Get it, oh. We're switching up the lip gloss, mixing up the crystals. All they want to know how we do it. Now it's time we switch to flight mode. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it.
Welcome back. Well, looks like Yeah We Lost has poked the bear, and Liquid Citadel are trying to make a stand here to show us why they truly deserve to be in that grand final, and that our ranked warlords will not get in their way. That said, though, they really cleaned it up, right? Like, they went back to like really focusing that backline of Yeah We Lost, who just didn't manage to really get anything going. It was a bit of a grind there for them.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, there's a lot of ways they can still win this, and this is a team that we saw after a couple losses came in, the mental kind of crash. What a long way they've gone even in 2 days, right, of just having a quick switch up from playing Widow out the gates and Iron Fist and friends, right? Absolutely, at least it's getting really close and competitive at that. For me, the question, looking at the maps, right, where do you take it? You could go to Dom, but I don't know, TLC's flawless there, so you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
They went to Heart of Haven. That wasn't exactly the best pick.
Yeah, that gives me memories of the Mystery Hero stuff that was going on in Heart of Heaven. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think Yggdrasil's probably going to be the play. It does enable a lot of that like snowbally comp stuff, where you do have long lines, you know, streets phases, essentially, like we like to call it, where you can just engage heavy on the back line, and that's what they want to do. So I would assume they're going to select there. But again, we haven't seen a lot of things like Araco. I think if you can find these weird maps that maybe your team excels on, that you have that kind of dive potential, that could be good. But who knows?
Yeah, they might want to take it to something a little out there, right? Something out of the left field. Because
Sorry, chat. I had to
it's
go
the team
pee.
that likes the element of surprise to begin with, and there is a lot of tape on them on Yggdrasil, so we kind of know what to expect from them heading into that map. They played it 3 times this far. They won it 3 times as well, but yeah, they're definitely a bit more of an open book in that regard. Let's talk about what we want to see from the ban phase here. Like, is there anything you feel like? Yeah, we lost kind of dropped the ball on this last map, or are they still on the right trajectory technically, and then it's just coming down to the execution?
I think they're going to keep it, honestly. I think they're going to stay the same mostly. There's a few things I'll swap. By the way, I think Midtown, my guess is Midtown, because with how they did against Sentinels yesterday, they really played well on that map, and it has the same advantages as Yggdrasil in some ways with the poke lane. So that's my guess. You got the dive at first, then into the poke.
Sure.
I don't know. We'll have to see where they go with it. But yeah, as far as how they clean up the end of the ban, it's funny. You saw at the very end, I believe it was the Gambit save.
The Boba.
They had the Loki ban available as well. And they typically go with that because you don't want to
Emily
give
got
the
me
double
Boba.
cards. So I think they stay with that ship. You can't stop
Taro
it all.
Boba.
And they've at least shown that, yeah, they're losing to some of this, but it's not like constantly, you know, the cards that are winning there with the Gambit ult.
For sure. I mean, the team up was obviously a
Do you
problem
get drops
with
from
Speedy
watching
Reed,
this?
but it's not like he had
Yes.
30 eliminations or anything like that, right? So you have the Star-Lord option there, but yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, they could definitely choose Midtown. They did it against Lunex, but Lunex stacked heavy with Brawl on point 2 and dominated them. So I'm not sure if that changes their mental, but it's definitely something they've done in the past, so they feel comfortable there. So I'm with you. That could
I
definitely
love
be an option
Taro.
as well.
Taro's delicious.
I'm not sure what the answer is in terms of the ban phase. It seems like with we lost. It's just if they're feeling confident in the map. If they start the ball rolling,
I
they
don't
play
know.
well. But
It
if they're
seemed like
struggling,
no
they
one
just continue to
remembered
struggle.
Jitward constantly
How
beefing
they
with Jay
can-
in ranks
how
because
can
Jay
they
would
stop all
would
the
ask
pressure
for him to
that
swap and he
is
wouldn't.
being put on that backline? Because
I had
Xanto
beef with
was
that
taken out
guy?
of the
I don't
equation.
think
Xanto
so.
was like one of the big, like, not playmakers, but like he made a difference, right? In the moments where they
I
won
don't know,
fights,
bro.
where in the
I'm gonna
moments
be
where they
honest with
were
you. I'm the
able to,
type of guy that plays
make
ranked
something happen for
24/7, and
themselves. How can they
what
add more
happens last game,
sustainability
and
to their
I don't
strat
even
line?
remember.
So what's interesting about this team is because of how aggressive they play with Cart, right? Then
Are you
that
streaming on
leaves,
Twitch
okay,
too?
What do you have?
Yes.
Mask as the Deadpool in the back. So they rely on mobile, the strategist being mobile for the most part because the peel is just tougher
I'm gonna
to
be
have.
honest with you. That
Sometimes
was-
you have mass
yeah, I
flex
don't-
to that, and they've
I
been
don't-
saving
nah,
the
no,
tank
no, no,
pool.
chat.
Maybe they changed
I don't
that
remember
up.
that, yeah, as well.
Do they
Kate,
allow
appreciate the
Zaytex
massive prime
not
sub.
to have Elsa, even though that would be crazy with the SVPs going on, even when they do lose.
Boba is
Do they
basically
continue-
rabbit
Hey,
poop. Oh,
are you
fuck, it's
joking?
delicious
A
too.
flawless record from TLC and Domination, and yeah, we lost. Say we want all of it here in Krakoa.
I hate this. I like. No, why?
Hey,
I love it. That's the best
him.
response.
That's the identity. That is their identity through and through, man.
Maybe that's the change, though. There's a lot of open air there, but
God, I
think
didn't
that,
see that one coming. We take it to your best map. Haha.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we pranked you. But yeah, no, it's I don't know. There's a lot of open air. There's some decent triple backline compositions, which I think plays well for TLC here. But hey, who knows? They like the open-ended dive potential, and they have the ability to do that with Cab, Venom, and even Spider-Man and some of that stuff. So I could see that.
Someone
work,
on
but
Twitch
I
said it
don't,
was
I
a
don't agree with
fake
it. But
Jitward.
we'll see.
Anything can happen in Dom too. Like that's the other thing.
I
Yeah, like
don't
TLC's
think
played
so,
perfect
because
in those matches, but like
pretty sure he
hey,
used his
we're
mic.
in things here in like a team deathmatch, right? Like just go chaotic. If Jitward try to pop off, make it as messy as possible. We're gonna see probably the Deadpool
What's up,
duelist.
Jasmine?
That's kind of been the last resort in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, Ship, I want to ask you real quick on that backline protection, right? When you have Cart, either Hulk or Venom, obviously
Sure.
gone, right? At that point, I just feel like the things that Mass fluxes into isn't exactly perfect for that protection or having more of that front line.
You're saying the protection from TLC, or you're
Just
saying for
woke
the
up.
them
Good
having
morning.
okay,
What?
yeah.
Just
Against
woke
the dive
up.
too,
Kate,
going
he's
back
not surprised. I
against,
think I said that, bro.
Yeah.
Xantho and friends.
I don't think it's a
I
bad
remember
idea for them to
it
ban
was
out
about
what they might be
tank pool.
diving
He
into.
said it
Like,
wasn't
I think we used to,
broken.
think about last season for Ignite 1, that we used to see a lot of the Animal Crossing backline. The teams were just running Rocket, running Jeff to stay healthy.
said tank pool
Nowadays,
wasn't
that's kind of looking
broken?
more like Fox Gambit because they can just kind of play on their own. Invis is kind of there, but even Dog and I were saying yesterday, Invis is
What are the
pretty
Twitch
drops
drops this week, and how can I get one? If you go to my Twitch, actually, I'm pretty sure my commands work
you
in
start
YouTube.
attacking more of that self-survival stuff. Even if you
There
don't get rid of
are
Fox,
Gambit drops
it can
going
throw
on
them
right
for a
now,
loop and give your
and
team an advantage on that dive. So, yeah, that's a good
also
call.
Daredevil drops in my
Yeah,
chat.
I'm very excited to see what they have planned to take us to Krakoa. That was a choice. Let's see if it was a good one and if they can tie up this series. Guys, take it away.
Alrighty, folks. Krakoa is the destination for what could be the last map and hope and call from Yeah, We Lost. Your
Okay, let's see this.
champions of Season 6. Now here in Season 7, showing out and showing up as pros. Expectations blown away, and now they are absolutely have everything to play for. Wow. Starting out, we got the Ultron ban yet again, Shib.
Yeah, it's looking similar. They just don't want, Speedery's backline. You talked about targeting Speedery's hero pool a bit, but there's a lot of, it's an ocean a bit, so it's tricky to find what you want to target first. But that does remove some of that strong triple backline stuff, and obviously coming in
Okay, let's
to
see
the next
this.
season here, that's going to be
They
even
are
more threatening, folks.
banning
Again,
the
this is playing on the
Daredevil.
last
They don't
patch.
wanna
You
have
will not
Jitward on Daredevil.
Black Cat or any of those changes that you've seen that you're playing currently right now. As we see the
Are you
removal
still planning to do
of
over
DD and a lock-in of Gambit
WC?
again, that just
We'll
makes them
see. We'll
have
see.
that
Whatever the
self-peel
I have to see
potential
what the
that I don't
schedule
think
is. I don't know what
we lost
the
once, so I don't know.
anything
I
is
struggle with
starting
that.
or whatnot.
Yeah, but you called it out, right? It's Fox, and then we were talking about Invis, but Jeff being the other, right? So if you have Jeff
Yeah.
and Fox, they're alive now. That answers that. Dude, we're going to see full tilt
Oh,
aggression.
I got
I
you
mean,
guys.
this is going to be absolutely... they're just going to play their hearts out and fully commit to what got them here, and that is the
Okay, let's see
chaotic
this.
dive that they love. Now, Elsa going to be a ban, obviously, because that protect going to the Jeff early. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would do that if you are.
Yeah, players
TLC,
can
because
stream, but I think they're going to be on a
comfortability
3-minute
that.
delay.
It's going to happen. Once again, Speedy shut down with Rogue.
So there's a
Doing more
fucking
of the same.
bug. Dude, there's a bug
Yeah,
around
kinda,
here,
you
bro.
could
Get
force Zatex onto something, you know, maybe like the Psylocke or the Phoenix that we've seen, and that's a little more attackable. It's so difficult to go against an Elsa in this meta, as they are going to have that one-sided Elsa advantage. This is kind of crazy. This is going to be feast or famine here for We Lost. They're either going to look crazy and start the snowball walking or moving, or they're just going to get absolutely rolled here based on the comp that I'm seeing for TLC.
No, for sure. I think we'll probably see Zatex on Psy. I think Psylocke is probably going to be the choice they go with, depending on how they play.
Yeah.
I like the... Okay, so love this pick to get Nero not having the Fox. Probably going to swap over and do more of the Jeff action. We've seen Nero on plenty of things. Again, this is what's so great about this team is they're able to flex into so many comfortable picks, Shib. And just looking at Nero in particular, I mean, this guy,
It's a good band.
Cloak, Invis, everything.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. That's kind of what we were talking about before. That's just one of those answers to the comp that teams have seen. You know, we saw teams like Lunex running Thing on certain maps. I don't think Thing works as well in Domination. Works better in like more brawl phase. You know, when you're running Midtown, stuff like that, you can find some success. So instead, they're going to get rid of some of that self-peel option like we talked about. And I think that is a good idea. You know, it's a different ban phase. So I personally like it. They're shaking things up, and we're going to see what it looks like as the comp from the side of TLC looks exactly the same minus White Fox from the last map.
And folks, this is just to figure out who's playing in the grand finals of it all.
True.
It feels like a finals in itself with the stakes that these teams
200 to
have,
0.
trying to show
Nah, bro.
Orgs what
Who
they
won the
are
first
made
call?
of,
Oh,
especially
it was
the
Liquid
MRC
Citadel.
Kings now taking a look at what they've got locked in. Yeah, we lost. Still discussing it again. I'm telling you, man, they're going to stay true to form, right? Not change up anything too crazy here. And look at the mobility of this team. The row coming out at the very end is what we saw against Sentinels. Dude, I love the build.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be a fun one to watch, folks, as we can see the comps are being built, but, you know, things can change. I like the Rogue, like you're saying. I think it definitely it can be unique, but they're not going to have the Gambit team up, and I think Rogue gets better. I think Mask, you know, floating right now for those who maybe can't see it, the Rogue, I'm not sure if that's going to be a change, but if that's coming into play, that's... I know it's a little tricky. We haven't really seen that run by anyone else, but that's what We Lost does. It is going to be run.
They played it yesterday with Sentinels, but it was with the Gambit, right? So obviously when you lose that team up, I mean, that just takes away a ton from that kid. But either way, this team...
Okay, chat, let's see this. This potentially could be the last game, bro. This potentially could be the last game.
Deal with, and I said Psylocke for Zatex. I had a feeling because this guy is lethal, constantly doing his own game and always does his job. But wow, just like that, gonna go ahead and take this corridor to the right, like the approach. Energy sniffing that out immediately.
Yeah, Energy with a nice start there onto Zatex, setting the tone a little bit. Up in the sky is that Rogue, trying to apply some pressure to the back line, but Cooper is going to do-si-do, stay healthy in a huge spin, able to find Kendrick, and yikes, it's looking tough here for We Lost off rip, as TLC are going to get that point quickly.
Got full house, full wipe there from Cooper on the Gambit. Energy to boot. Now going to go ahead and reset. Don't get staggered too late. Have fun. Goodbye, card as well. Honestly, could have let him live even a little longer. But either way, going to go ahead now and wait for their next attempt. Yeah,
J3, me and my boyfriend love your videos. Bunch of love from all the way from the Philippines. Hey, W. Appreciate it.
Forward. Energy, 75% already. Absolutely disgusting shit when you're looking on We Lost and what they even have close to.
Yeah, this is it's a good
Energy
start
is,
here. For
energy
TLC.
is
Pretty
crazy.
much the comp they wanted
Yeah,
to run,
man,
minus the
it's
Fox. And Nero's great on that.
he's
jet,
like what,
so
17,
Jitward
18
goes
years
down
old.
here.
It's the
Energy with
young
some great
genetics,
tracking
bro.
from
It's the young
downtown.
genes.
Insane aim. Now looking for a second when we see that chase comes through, and yes, as we see Pauly find one on a Mask and look for more.
I don't know how these bans
right
work.
now, I
You
mean,
ban
this
for the
is
other
just
team and you
absolutely
save for your
taking
team.
one
So if you
down at a
ban
time with
Daredevil,
these.
if your team
Disgusting
bans
and
Daredevil,
dash
the other
in
team
the
cannot
web.
play Daredevil.
The
You can
web
still play
did
Daredevil
not matter
unless
now.
the other team bans it
Peter
as well.
Parker
But you can also
continues to
save it
find
before they ban
the
it.
grave, and now everything ready.
TLDR.
Queues are up. They're just farming the neutral, and this is, man, this is looking tough. You said that at the pick ban phase, Shib. What this would look like: fire and heat from We Lost, or back to cold.
Yeah, I kind of had a feeling this comp just looks so good for Liquid Citadel, and Nero able to find one onto Jitward, a second pick there on Zatex, and That could be more, yes. Ooh, nice movement for the moment. Speedery not able to get that chase onto Xantho with the escape. Ult advantage still up for TLC here, though. 80% in climbing, and that is a big-time stagger, forcing the fight to guarantee it's going to be a 99% touch. Likely, if they commit too early, it's just going to put them even down more in option. TLC, if they want to guarantee the W here, they do not overcommit these ults. They play with Pauly early, use Nero as an answer, and Spark Chief probably last if they're panicking, but Energy's going to have free reign.
Yeah, called just like that, and there it is. It's going to be Pauly to the Nero, Shib nailing exactly the play down, and that is going to be a tough one to swallow. Not the Jeff, but Zatex missing the ult there. But hey, Nero coming up empty gives him a bit of life and hope as Spark Chief throws the punches, the shield deletes. There goes the box. Nick of time, 99 up and over. Cooper looking low, great peel from Spark Chief, aware of that attack on that strategist. And just like that, Galarchux comes out. This is a huge one as Energy finds success and both go down.
Jeez.
2 to follow.
Oh
Shib.
my dude, it is
ugly.
so sad.
Yeah, I mean, we you know what? We kind of saw the writing on the wall.
It is
honestly.
crazy to see an Elsa use all those movement abilities while like bouncing someone in the air. Oh my god!
Hey, it is
remember, this is YWL Los's map pick, bro, and they have to win this.
But electing to not do that now, and they're paying for it.
I also don't understand why you don't ban Elsa, chat. I haven't said it yet. This is for your bingo cards. Ban Elsa!
High reward. Except the players they
notice how Liquid Citadel bans Elsa. But like you guys, bro.
Continue to show who they are.
No offense, I don't think YWL Loss is going to win when Zatex, one of like, I think Zatex is a phenomenal player, but how are you going to take Zatex, not save one of his hard carry characters, force him on a Mantis, and no offense to Jitward, Jitward is like a coin flip of a character, you don't know if he's going to like pop the fuck off or maybe a little feed, but like, Zatex now has to play as the support character for like their solo DPS.
Being able to pull out the Star-Lord there, and was always like, clean out in the past.
That is not good. Hey, by the way, how you doing? Leg day, how you doing? How you doing?
Especially if Gambit gets through, like we're seeing here with Cooper on that hero. The commitment now. Car got to make a play fast on this Hulk. If they want to find some success, they need to change the tone here because the momentum is just so much.
How you doing, Leg Day?
On the side of Team Liquid Citadel, and here goes that commitment. Nice shot there. Nice play. Excuse me.
Hey, appreciate it, man. I hope you guys are enjoying it.
As the momentum is changing here for we lost.
Sad that I didn't get to see you today, but all the casters were amazing.
Hulk out and ready to go, throwing those gamma punches. And the quick in swiftly, the legend in the sky. Oh, disgusting! It was Card.
Yeah, I also chat, bro. Liquid Citadel has Gambit, Star-Lord. They have the Gambit Star-Lord combo. They have Energies, Elsa, and they also have Pauly's tank Deadpool.
On the board for Speedery because frozen but not out.
Yeah, the commitment on ult might have been a little bit too much, but that was a disgusting exile as we see Mask
true
and
Leg Day,
Xantho
true.
able to find the next two. 14% in climbing, but what we've seen in the past here from TLC is they don't care about losing 30%. They'll retake in the next fight. But you look over at the answers.
Cart does have Hulk. Cart has been.
Cooper.
I love watching Hulk gameplay.
With likely waiting for Speedery here for Cooper.
Yeah, good call there. Now, Mask Xantho just waiting patiently here as 32% is going their way, and they have plenty to sustain with this build.
Team Liquid Citadel is a team of full of pro sweats. We'll see them at the grand finals for sure.
Moves in quickly, forcing out the goal from Xantho.
Well, if you put it like that, I hope so. I hope they're sweating. This is a tournament, chat. $50,000 on the line.
How long can you live through the
I hope everyone's sweating for $50,000. Bro, if I was in the middle of a tournament against another team, bro, I'd show my ass. So they could get distracted, and while they're distracted looking at my ass, my team's farming them.
Not need to commit anything.
Like, hey,
said, you know what?
You got to do everything in the book to win.
Use that charge in, find our value. Energy, Pauly as well are available. Spark Chief right in tow. So heavy advantage here, but we lost. Their goal now is just to try to pull out some of those cooldowns, pull out some of those ults, retake, and start again. Pauly finding Xantho, make it a 2 as Energy cleans up Jitward once again. Pauly trying to find backline. Goodbye, Zatex. The millisecond before that sleep comes through.
360 no scope sleep was unable to keep them alive. You know what, Ship? This is kind of what I feel like. At the contemplation, they were.
My roommate is confused with what I'm watching,
right? Because that's their map. That's what they do, and I feel like they kind of hung on to that. Like,
yes!
You know, okay, we have the best heroes in the game and the server admins, and we're kind of see them pay the price. Because
let's go. I love Marvel Rivals Ignite, bro. Watch parties. W.
They've got everything else. They don't need any other answer. So tough to deal with.
Yeah, and Cooper's like laughing all already at 53%.
Yeah.
Speedery now committing in the sky. Going to start applying some of that damage. Forces out the Soul Resurgence from Zaytex. And the focus is on Zaytex, who does do a good job moving, but pays for it from Speedery. One number up here for Team Liquid Citadel. Sparchief dancing inside of that team up there with Jeff. And the point retake is going to come through here in a moment. Yeah, we lost up at 55%, 56. Energy finds one more. Kendrick goes down. Xantho takes out Nero. Numbers even for the current moment. We'll see what happens with this Glartrox, but point take is almost here for the side of TLC.
Yeah, I mean, just getting that point back was nice, but not for long. As
Oh
continues to
my-
find the
bro.
highlight reels and the top
Jeez,
5 plays that will be on display
Chat.
here after this.
How do you
Looks
play
like warm up now in
4
Krakoa.
matches
Great job in efficiency
and
from
you
them.
still
But
don't
we'll see
ban
now, because
Energy's
there's just
Elsa?
not a lot available. Clearly, if Cart wants to go into hero mode, now's the only time and the perfect time, right? But
How
dude,
do
we've
you
got
get your
the
ass
full Infinity War
handed
coming at
to
them
you
momentarily.
and then be
I
like,
don't know what
wow,
can
I
stop
mean,
it.
they really didn't get
On
it.
your
It was
left,
close
goodbye
games, but then
to Zaytex is Sparjay. Chief finds one. Nero, Cooper, everyone finding a little
I
bit
will
of
say,
value.
I
Cooper
agree-
again
I
onto
agree with you,
Kendrick.
bro.
90%
Yeah, we
here.
lost
That's
is
gonna
pulling
be a
out some
must
100
portal
Thieves bans,
play
bro. Not
if they can
good.
even
Not
get
good
there.
at
I'm
all.
not sure 10% is roughly what you're looking for. So now Kendrick's
Not
going to
good
get there.
at
It's about
all.
the touch coming through here from Cart or whoever can touch. There's Cart on the touch, using ult to stall for a moment. It's Jeff going to counter that instantaneously. Great ult there. Good read from Nero. Seeing that coming a mile away. Goodbye. Oh, wow.
Oh!
He just clips the
Oh my
edge.
God,
That might be
Nero!
enough for them to
He
retake
got
it.
his-
Cart gets one.
He just got
Kendrick on it.
cl-
Cooper
oh
probably
my
finds
go-
two.
oh my
But I do
God,
think
no.
That might have been the Swan.
Oh
So no,
my
Volley with another
God,
pick on the
dude,
mask.
what are we
Still
doing?
holding on point is going to be a problem, and in the sky, Speedery cleans up the rest. That should be a W.
I mean, I don't
here
think it
for
matters at the end of the
TLC.
game, chat, but
Man, that was
Wow. Hey, there we go,
anticlimactic,
chat.
But also crazy. I mean, yeah. Hey, listen, Cart, man, you are him.
it
That
is
the end
over,
of
and
what
we
Yeah
are
We
going
Lost
to
can
the grand
show
finals,
in the
baby.
Season again, folks. Blowing away expectation. Top 3. I think a lot of people are happy to see them there. I know they're not happy with the results.
Show me the
but
stats.
the ranked demons will be back. You can be sure of it, and that means exactly what we expected. The rematch, the clash of the Titans. It's the 1 versus the 1. Will the revenge
this
tale
is,
come
chat,
true
I want to say this
as
grand
victory
finals is
comes to
probably the
Liquid
best grand
Citadel?
finals we're ever going to see.
I'm excited for this one, buddy.
This is
We
going to
got
be
witness it yesterday, and
awesome.
it was
Remember,
chaos. It
Team
was
Liquid
so
Citadel
much
lost.
fun. Looking forward
Very close
to
game,
seeing it
3 to
once more.
2.
Looking at these stats
Swamp
here, though.
Gaming won
Energy,
3 to 2
16
against
finals,
Team
and
Liquid
you know
Citadel,
what?
but
I
it was a
could've predicted it.
very, very
When I saw that
insane
Elsa
game. But all
on
the
the
games
table, really
were
solid
oh
play,
my God.
32-2.
Oh my God, stop.
And
Put it
Sparchief
down.
doesn't
Chat,
go
don't
down
look.
again. I think that's
Don't
back-to-back
look.
one time. I
Don't
think
look,
last
chat.
map,
Don't look.
only
Don't
fallen
look.
once,
Don't
and
look.
now
Don't look. Don't look.
0 times. Just
Don't
heads
look.
up play, constantly applying
Don't
pressure,
look.
but never overcommitting.
Stop. Don't.
No, for sure. And I mean, a couple
Pay
things
your
I
res-
highlight.
stop.
Obviously, Domination,
Pay
we already said
respects.
that, right? But also, when you look at it, man, what Zaytex can do with Elsa, when you get rid of that, it just...
No. We're not skipping that yet. We're not skipping that. 16 final hits. Cooper, who was playing Gambit support, had 8 final hits and almost more damage. Actually, almost more damage than any of the players on the other team. Oh my.
It's the tail